Alright, if you're watching this video, I want to say a very big congratulations to you. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the step-by-step approaches to creating a filter in a table. Now, to filter means to select what you want out from what you don't want. Now, let's consider an international organization or multinational organizations that have plenty number of employees. And if you are saddled with the responsibility of selecting out some number of personnel in the table of all the employees, you can't start pointing fingers on the screen on the table to select, copy it out, and then retyping it again. It will make the whole process cumbersome. So what you simply have to do is to create a filter, which is what I'm going to teach you in this video. So please stay attentive, don't be distracted in any way. Now let's start the process. If your computer system is on already, what you do is, if you have the Microsoft Excel on your screen like my own, this is my own, you double click on it, it will open. When it opens like this, please don't use the template. You are going to use the blank workbook. This is the blank workbook, as you can see. So I'll now click on it and click on it. Okay, our worksheet is ready for use. Now we are going to first of all create a table before we can now create a filter. So let's create a particular table before we go into creating a filter. So let's say the title of our table is, for example, payment history. So I'm going to type payment history as the title, payment history. Okay, let me use capital payments history. Okay, you can adjust this to accommodate payment history. You can actually highlight this, and then merge the cells, merge cell A to G, so that you have just one row to accommodate the payment history. So to do that, you go under home, you see merge and center. So I can simply come here and then after selecting, click on it. This is how the title should be. Now if I click on this again, if I highlight this, I can come to this place and then change my font. Okay, I want to use Times New Roman. You can simply type in you can use any font of your choice. And then the font size, okay, I may decide to use 14 or 15 depending. And it's how it is. So I can as well decide to change the color of that space to whatever color of my choice. So if I do that, I can change this color. I can change this color to, that is, if you want to change the fonts to whatever, you can change. But if you want to change the background color, you can highlight this and then you can change this to either yellow. You can see how my own is. But I wouldn't want my font color to be red. I want to use black, so I can use black. You can click on this and then change my fonts to black. Okay, so we now have payment history as the title of our table. Now let's continue with the subtitles. Let's say our first subtitle is first name of the person making the payment. First name of the person making the payment, and let this be last name of the person making the payment. Okay, let's have another column. Let's call that amount. That is amount paid by an individual. Amount paid by an individual. And the next one, let's call it, okay, month of which the payment was made. Okay, the next, let's call this balance. That's the balance of payments. And then let's say year in which the payment was made. So I'm actually going to expand this to so that it can accommodate my last name. Expand this as well to accommodate my last name. Expand this to accommodate it, and then can actually expand this to accommodate. Okay, let me add to this. Let me say email, phone number. Let's say phone number of the person making the payments. So okay, so you can increase this. You now have that. Alright, I can, the same way we did to the other one, change the font size. You want to use Times New Roman, you can use anything like I said. Okay, let me bolden it so that it looks neat. Okay, that's how our table is. The title, the head, subtitles, they are all ready. So now let's start typing in the names of persons that actually made payments with respect to the subtitles. Okay, now let's call the first person Peter. Undo. Call the first person Peter. Peter. And let's his last name be Peter. Okay, let's say is a amount paid by Peter. We can say 5,950. An amount, the months of which that payment was made, we can say January. And balance of payment, let's say out of 10,000, let's say 4,050, and the year of which the payment was made, let's say 2010. And then the phone number can be 0708899885423. Okay, the next person, we are going to enter at least 10 persons. Okay, let's say the next person is Kingsley, and his last name is Horn. Amount paid by Kingsley out of 10,000, he paid all. And then the month of which the payment was made, let's say June. Balance, you can say nil. And year of payment, let's say 2011. And then phone number 07066553321. Okay, the next person, let's call that person Godwin Tahu. Amount paid, let's say 3,000. And month of payment, we can say April. Amount remaining balance 7,000 out of 10,000, and year of payment, let's it be that he paid 2010. And then phone number of the person making the payment 0806543332341. So okay, let's say the next person is Horn, and last name Yusuf. I don't actually know the meaning of some of the names I'm using, but you can use any name of your choice. It doesn't really matter the name, type, and the meaning. Okay, let's say you paid 6,500. A month of payments, let's say March, and balance of payment 45. And then year of payment, let's say 2011. Phone number 0903234477765. Okay, let's say the next person's first name is James, and let's Franklin. Okay, amount paid by him, let's say 8,006, and then month of payment. Let's use September for him, and then balance 262400. The year of payment, let's use 2012, and his phone number to be 07055443311. And then let's say the last person we are going to stop here is Jesse, and the last name is Clifford. Let's say Clifford made a payment of 10,000 naira. You can use any currency of choice. You can use dollar, you can use CD, you can use Nigeria dollar and naira, and any currency of choice depending on what you want on your table. So in balance, you can say since he has actually paid all, it's new. And then year of which payment was made, let's say 2010, and the person's phone number 0907766554433. Should we add one? Okay, let's stop there. Now, how can we create a filter? Let's assume the whole worksheet was filled up with personnels or persons that made their payments in this manner, and after some time they now call you. We want to check those that made payments in 2010. Let's say they are supposed to have made payment between 2010 till date. So once you know those that made payment in 2010, you can't come and start pointing fingers and be checking and be copying the names out to come and retype like I said initially. So what we simply do is to create a filter. Congratulations for watching to this step. Now, to create a filter, you go to your menu bar, you now click on the home where it is, and then once that happens, you see the table is already ready. So where you see filter is on this bar. You now go to data, and when you click on data, you click on filter, and when you click on filter, you see that there is a drop down arrow on each of the columns. Look at it for this column, look at it for this column, this for all the columns. Now what you do to be able to create a filter is you go to the column of which you want to filter. Now we want to select out those that made their payment in 2010. So I'll simply go to year, the year column, which is this, and then click on a drop down arrow. Now look at it here. You see select all 2010, 2011, 2012. These are all the years that the people on the table made their payments. So I am going to uncheck the select all, since I'm looking for only those that made payments in 2010. So I will check the 2010 and then click OK. You can see that it is only those that made payments in 2010 that are displayed on the screen. So you can now copy out this table now and then send it to whoever saddled you that responsibility. If you want to return this table to how it was after copying this out, you can't come to this column or this or this or this, because it has already been filtered. You won't see other details. So what you do, you go to that same column. Look at it here, it's here already showing that it is filtered. You click there and then uncheck the 2010, then check select all, and then OK. Your table is back. So that is how to create a filter. One more thing, if you actually want to know those that made the complete payments, you come to payments column, that is amount paid. You now click here and then ask what was the total amount that was supposed to be paid, 10,000. You now uncheck select all and then go to 10,000 and check and then OK. Now you can see that the system have filtered it out. It's only two persons, that is Kingsley Horn and Jesse Clifford had paid their money complete. And what was the year 2011 and 2010? What was their balance? Nil. So that is how to create a filter in Excel. I want to believe you've actually followed me to this point. So congratulations, now you are an expert in creating a filter in Excel. No matter how large the table may be, this is the simple logic in creating a filter. So congratulations. Please don't fail to watch other of my videos. There are also stepwise processes, approaches to doing other things. Please stay intact and make sure you watch other videos from me. Congratulations for making it to this end. I want to wish you well as you keep watching to get and improve your knowledge in Excel. Goodbye.